Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about this build that I quit because it was driving me insane. This build is probably not something that I would ever recommend, although it did sound really cool on paper. And it does have some cool mechanics, but overall it was just too annoying because I have to use non-instant Warcry. So the idea was to use Enduring Cry on left click and play Earthshatter. Earthshatter, when use any Warcry or use another slam skill, it destroys the spikes. So essentially you slam the ground, create spikes, and then use Warcry to destroy those spikes. I never really played Earthshatter because at some point it was very meta for a long time and I don't like how it functions, but I thought it would be a cool combo. And the other reason why I have Enduring Cry on left click is actually multiple reasons. One thing is that it provides a lot of life regen, which can be turned into a rage regen with the Kaom spirit gloves. But then you lose regeneration. But you can still get recovery by using recovery mastery. Essentially 10 times of your life regen becomes instant heal every 4 seconds. So every 4 seconds I just get like 25,000 health back. It's more than enough to fill all of my health every 4 seconds. I also have Leech to get the recovery, and this is Chieftain. So another reason why I am using Enduring Cry other than to very quickly generate rage is also to gain endurance charges. I made a video talking about Eternal Apple, essentially using Enduring Cry to get endurance charges and reach maximum endurance charges and instantly lose them, and that way trigger another Warcry inside Apple Shield. I have two ways of generating endurance charges, well actually kind of three ways while clearing. One is a bit small chance on kill, and another thing is when I get hit, and I do get a hit because of the Echoes of Creation helmet, I do damage myself. When I get hit, I generate one endurance charge per second for 4 seconds. And during composure, gain one endurance charge every second if you have been hit recently. So essentially for 4 seconds, every second you will gain one endurance charge. Well, I have 3 maximum endurance charges, but I have 1 minimum. It would take 2 seconds to passively proc Eternal Apple. But this is not the main source, this is just to help speed up free Warcry rotations in the Eternal Apple, because I have to lose endurance charges 3 times to proc 3 extra Warcries in the Eternal Apple. Now I'm doing that also to have automated Intimidating Cry. It is pretty much 100% uptime because of the way I set up. I have enough cooldown unless I just non-stop attack without moving at all. Rallying Cry also gives me damage because I have held up Purity minions, and Infernal Cry also covers enemies in Ash. And Echoes of Creation, if I have 3 attacks or 3 Warcries exerting my attack, gives me 45% more damage. So I am pretty much always sustaining that 45% more damage. And another reason why I have rage generation with the Kaom spirits is that I can have actually automated Berserk. I got lucky to get Psychotic Axe with open suffix, so I crafted trigger socketed spells when used skills. So pretty much as soon as Berserk goes off cooldown, it immediately becomes triggered. Berserker uptime is also really good because I keep getting a lot of rage generation with the Enduring Cry. As you can see, it's still going. The Berserk is still active. I am getting, because of Forbidden Jewels, I'm stealing a passive from Berserker. So exerted attacks deal 50% more attack damage if Warcry sacrificed rage recently. That happens pretty much all the time, because as soon as rage goes above 25, if I rage, if I use another Warcry, it will consume a bit of rage, only sacrifice 10 rage, and then it just gives me 50% more attack damage. And that happens all the time. I explained some other nuanced mechanics about Eternal Apple, what works and what doesn't, but I cannot use Call to Arms, for example. It would have been nice, and that's the main thing that is driving me insane, because I try to lower my Warcry cast time as much as possible. I have the Amulet with the Warcry speed, I have the Anointment, I have pretty much all the Warcry speed, but it's still not enough to make it feel smooth enough. No matter what, you're still gonna be slowed down. So the use time is 0.27 seconds. And the cooldown, I could actually lower the cooldown more, but at this point I do not want to. The cooldown is 1.42 seconds. Which means I pretty much spent 1/6 of the time using Warcry rather than doing anything else. And the thing is, I was planning on lowering cooldown even more to below 1.3 seconds, but the lower your cooldown is, the more overall time you're gonna spend just using the Warcry. That is just so annoying. I also put the Enduring Cry in the Echoes of Creation, which gives me another +1 cooldown use, which means I can use Enduring Cry twice and proc 2 Warcries from the shield very quickly. Sometimes it takes like 4 or 5 clicks before I enter the portal. I'm like close to the portal, I want to move to the portal. I Warcry. Oh, I Warcry. Let's move again. Oh wait, I have 2 cooldowns. Let's use and then move. It becomes so annoying with this non-instant Warcry. It's a cool idea, but on paper it's just way too annoying. Now, I'm also not sure about Earthshatter. Do you want Conk Effect? Do you want Pulverize? I was for the most part playing with the Pulverize, and then I tried Conk Effect. It was still hard to tell what was better, but the damage isn't even that great. It's not really worth doing that, I think. It has a lot of conditional things. I have like Ancestral Warchip, although the buff effect lingers for 4 seconds, so it's kind of consistent. But then I have Flammability, which is automated, which isn't very consistent. Then I have like Berserk, I have Rage, I have like Intimidate, I have Exposure, which is only 10% chance to apply exposure on a hit from Awakened Fire Penetration. However, it is pretty cool with Chieftain, those like big explosions happening and kind of chaining multiple screens sometimes. Also getting like a 7 link because of Chieftain, and it's much easier to cap resistances because of Chieftain. I was planning on stacking tattoos in here and picking up the stand nodes and turning that into Warcry cooldown and recovery rate. I believe you can stack 7 tattoos like here, but it's not really worth it. I could even replace this and wouldn't even feel the difference. The cooldown on this is 1.5 seconds. If I put this on, 1.42 seconds. The difference is 0.08 seconds. You're not gonna even notice that. Essentially, you need to stack 700 increase cooldown and recovery rate for Warcries to reach 1 second cooldown for Enduring Cry. But if it is not instant, you're gonna hate it because you're gonna spend like 1/3 of the time using Warcry and then 2/3 playing the game. By the way, Echoes of Creation does kind of a lot of damage to you, so I also had to get a bit more tankiness. I do have Fortify and I do have quite a bit of armor, but it's also conditional. The armor builds up. If I armor enemies, it goes up to like 9k, which isn't that much, but it seems to be kind of enough. I am getting a lot of armor from this Warning Call. I'm getting Onslaught as well, and I am still using Crywolf, but as I established in the previous video, the minimum charges don't really scale with the increased power, so you don't necessarily need Crywolf. Just get like a Warning Call, and then very important, lead by example for the Onslaught. Enduring Composure is not necessarily needed. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, but I should have expected this to happen. I don't know. I kind of want to do something similar, but without non-instant Enduring Cry. So yeah, I have a plan for the next build. It's probably gonna be Reaper. I already kind of decided it's gonna be expensive. It's like around 20 divines. We'll see how much I can figure out cheaper items. But that Reaper will probably do, once I finalize, will probably do around 10 million bleed DPS. We'll see how that's gonna work, but I suspect the clear speed is gonna be pretty bad with that because it's gonna be Champion Reaper, but the clear speed may actually be bad. I'm gonna try to figure out what to do about the clear speed. Maybe bleed explosions, maybe impulse explosions. We'll see what works, and yeah. For now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.